Hi everyone, Dad with the controller back. We're on the final stretch of our journey. No damage, no charms, no bonus items. Let's do this. RPD. We're back. Grab the gunpowder large and we're about to face arguably one of the most difficult bosses in the game. Our hatchet is upgraded to a good level. You can fight him on an upgrade 2 level. There is some ammo in that room, but I've decided to skip it. It's just handgun ammo, I don't need it. Alright, let's start. Parry. Heavy attack. And then it will hopefully trigger off this cutscene if your hatchet is upgraded to the maximum. Give him a kick. Take your Uzi out. Or your machine gun. Start firing off. I think this does get some damage on him. Parry. Well, I missed there, but try not to miss. Parry again. Heavy attack. Parry, heavy attack. Generally the sequence will go like this. So up to here it's all good. It starts getting a little bit more difficult. When you get up, immediately attack, parry, and then attack again. Try to get him to this stage, and then when you do end up kicking him like that, just go to town on him. Get out of it, and it will trigger off this scripted event. And rush to him. I think it's the best way. And attack him. And then only attack him once at all times, except towards that end bit there. You can risk more. Then when he goes there, hide behind the pillar and fire off. Try not to get damaged by him. He will shoot at you. Parry. That triple spin is annoying. You've got to practice on a delay there, and hopefully you'll get it. But yeah, look, it doesn't look like much, but this fight is tough to no damage. It would be an absolute nightmare playing this game from the beginning, getting to this stage and trying to no damage this guy. Anyway, hide behind the pillar and get ready for this guy. Take him out. We've got our classic with the scope equipped. Take this guy out, no problems. Oh, I thought I'd taken that guy out, but sneaky little fella. And then come up to this guy, he's hiding there, take him out. And now, unfortunately, I've had a moan about this a few times, but yeah, we can't pick up Hank's weapon, because if you're playing it for the first time, he drops it. If you basically purchase it in the bonus items section, then he won't do the drop anymore. And so I would advise you not to purchase it if you want to do some of these challenges so that you can get the drop. But yeah, unfortunately I didn't know that, and it's just annoying that they designed the game in this way. There were definitely some questionable design choices there, especially with the charms and the drops. They should have just had some sort of setting where you could just allow the drops to happen again. You know, I understand Insanity, they've designed it in a way like it's a new game plus. But still, I just feel like the design of Resident Evil 4 was excellent. Here, it was really good. I'm not complaining, but there are a few things like that are a little bit annoying. Anyway, back to Grace now. We're on the final stretch. This section is not too difficult. Things can go wrong here, but you know, with the amount of stuff we've gathered, we've got plenty of handgun ammo, plenty of blood, and plenty of injectors, hemolytic injectors, and we've got a lot of stock, guys. So, you know, I did want to try and make this shorter, but I thought I'd do an in-depth one for training purposes and perhaps do a more streamlined version. But you can see here we've got a lot of blood there. We've got hemolytic injectors. We've got so much handgun ammo. We've got plenty of handgun ammo there. And you know, I was doing some inventory management here, taking my time, but really I could have taken everything with me. I was still collecting stuff on this playthrough. I was still trying to play somewhat conservatively. You can see there we've got 2 RIP knives. we've got a lot of stuff. We can craft some more hemolytic injectors. I've got some knives that I can turn into scrap. And we've got a Molotov cocktail as well. We probably can craft some more of that. You can see there I've got like 5 hemolytic injectors. I've used the blood bag again to see what I can craft. But yeah, we're in very good shape. And yeah, we just proceed ahead. I do actually like this final section of Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil 7, I really did not like the final section of Resident Evil 7. I thought the house section was really strong. But the middle and last section, when they were on the boat and everything, it just looked a bit murky. Kind of took the horror element out of it. Yeah, so approach this liquor and give it a hemolytic injector. So, you know, when you come into this section, it's when you've got hemolytic injectors, it makes it quite easy. When this zombie drops, give him a hemolytic injector. And yeah, we can roam freely now. We don't have to worry about making noises here. And I decided to open the safe, even though we've got a lot of stuff. We don't really need it, but you can see it's 80 left, 50 right, and I think 0 left. Yeah, there we go, 0 left. And again, there's some more stock in here, so we can definitely streamline this. You know, we've got a lot of stuff that we don't really use or need or require. We've got a lot of, you know, we're really stocked up. Stock! Right, approach this liquor. And unfortunately, I don't think it can hear from so far away. As you can see, even though I threw the bottle there, it didn't react or anything. And surprisingly, when I stand up and run, they hear where you are. So I don't know. Maybe that requires some sort of patch, but whatever. Just wait. I can use this bottle, but I thought I'd keep that for a bit later because we need it when they all group up in one section, and just give this liquor a hemolytic injector. Now we've got plenty of ammo here from far away. Deal with this zombie from here. Go to town, get a few focus shots. If you don't get a few focus shots, no problem. We've got a lot of ammo, so it's fine. And yeah, just always go back when they're approaching you, because they can be a little bit sneaky. You know, they look like they're approaching you slowly, but randomly they'll be right next to you. So just be careful. And then we've got a bottle of acid there, some more handgun ammo. Shoot this guy. You can get 2 shots on him if you want, but no point risking it. And just go back. He's going to sneak around. You see, little sneaky fella. I thought he was going to follow me, but yeah. Awareness. And just take him out. Keep going. And he's down. He's down for the count. He ain't getting up. Okay, get the bottle of acid. That's 2 bottles of acid now that we've got. Get the override key. I'm showing you here that you can still collect blood, but you can really skip this. You don't have to start getting all the blood, but you can see I've crafted another Molotov there. And then come back into this room. There are ways where you can, like, you know, I just decided to take them out because they're a bit of a nuisance. I don't want to really risk getting damaged later or whatever. I want to roam freely, and I've got plenty of stock, so I just decided to take them out. So again, approach with caution. Keep getting some headshots in, but don't worry about it. If you can't get too many headshots, you could just shoot them. And again, I'm collecting some blood. But yeah, this section is nearly finished for Grace, so we don't really need to worry about blood collection too much. Besides, we're stocked up. And yeah, just approach this guy. He's around the corner, so he's a bit annoying, so watch out. So make sure you just shoot him once and then like kind of run back and just pick him off from a distance. Safe and sound. No problems. And then approach this guy and do the same. You could see there he was so sneaky. He looked like he was so far, but randomly he approached, and if you're not careful and you're not on guard all the time, you can just basically get damaged, and then you have to restart. So watch out. Watch out. There are claymore mines around there. Bonus points to anyone who can guess what game that's from. And yeah, we're done in that section. We're going to come back up. We just got a return now, and again, we're doing well.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
That's right. We're not dead yet. We are not dead. We're alive and kicking. Go down the stairs, and then there's going to be another licker approaching. We can deal with this licker easily. We've got hemolytic injectors, and yeah, I was trying to be cheeky there to see if I can somehow get around the licker, but I think if you just bump them, they'll realize. So just play it safe. You can see, look, patience is the key. Hemolytic injector, our secret weapon. And go back into this room. Let Leon in. Leon S. Kennedy. I really like the way they've combined how the two characters are helping each other. I also like the way they've combined the sections where you can either deal with some of the zombies with Grace and then they won't be there for Leon, or you can deal with them for Leon and some of the zombies won't be there for Grace. If I was to streamline it, like for example, I would open up the pantry room with Grace, and I would leave that section for Leon, if that makes sense. You know, earlier I kind of did it not in an ideal way. I took too many risks. I almost got grabbed by that nurse, and I think there's better ways to do it, where you could leave the tough stuff for Leon, because he's armed and dangerous. So I'm going back in here, doing some inventory management, crafting some more hemolytic injectors, and yeah, I decided to unlock that room. I could have just unlocked it when I came back. I don't know why I did that. I think I was tired or something, but I could have just continued and then came back to unlock that door, because we got to go through that door, but alas, we continue. Now we just got to come back up here into this room, because we've acquired the key. And this room, you can see I've got 4 Molotov cocktails there. We're going to use some Molotov cocktails. Makes our lives much easier. I could have also used the hemolytic injector on this guy when he drops, but I decided to just use my handgun ammo. But like, you could just do what we did earlier and use the hemolytic injector there, just to make your life easy. You don't want to take any unnecessary risks. But yeah, I decided to start shooting him, and I did take a little bit of a risk, but not that much. Yeah, he's out. And then again, there's another Molotov cocktail. We've got stock for days, everyone. Stock for days. Equip the Molotov cocktail before you activate this. And then you've got this orb. And straight away, light them up. Light them up. They're going to die without you shooting them, but just to speed things up, you can do that. And then watch out, there's some more coming in. And again, get your Molotov cocktail ready. Yeah, you see they were a bit sneaky there. And then light them up. I could have just gone out the room now, but... Oh yeah, I thought I was gonna have a firefight with them. But no, I did the right thing, I just left. And that's what you should do. I could have just thrown it and left straight away. But you know, sometimes you got to make on the fly decisions and adjust. Things can go wrong, things can go pear-shaped. But we must adapt. And yeah, I decided to continue now. Again here, I could have just dropped this after when I'm coming back. But you know what? I thought if it goes wrong, because sometimes it does go wrong where the lickers end up chasing me, it's easier to just put in one orb rather than two. So there was a bit of logic behind that. Just in preparation in case things go pear-shaped. Because believe me, they have gone pear-shaped. By the way, this room, when you come in this room, try not to run here, because on this occasion it didn't happen. But what you know, there have been times where I've ran and basically they've ended up like being alerted. The lickers were alerted. You can see there, I kind of alerted that licker, I think, by running in, and then when I started sneaking, it stopped. So just approach that with caution, because it can change the dynamics of how things will go. But now we're good to go. Hemolytic injector, this guy, he's done. And then watch out for this zombie, because he might see you. But yeah, we're prepared. We're in good shape. So I decided to do that and equip acid. There we go. I shot him, alerted the lickers. 2 lickers down. The acid, by the way, takes them out straight away, but the Molotov cocktails doesn't. You might have to throw 2 at them and sometimes empty some clips into them. But yeah, that was pretty good. 2 for the price of 1. And then just get rid of this guy. Nice and easy. As long as you know, go back and play it safe. Again, you can just skip this blood collection. We don't really need it anymore. I was just going overboard here with the stock. I do enjoy collecting stock. And in this section we can pretty much skip all of this. We don't need any of this. I don't remember if I do get it on this playthrough. But yeah, get this guy. And look, there's another licker. Get rid of the licker. And look, that guy was very, very sneaky, so it was a good decision that I started to run. He's pretty fast. So, all good. They are dealt with. Yeah, I was just checking around the corners to see if there was anyone left. I think there might be some... Oh yeah, this guy. There we go. Take him out. Yeah, just play it safe. It's a bit annoying when you kind of like take risks and then you just take a little bit of a risk and he touches you and that counts as damage. So yeah, I decided to in the end I decided to skip everything. I was considering whether I should save here or not, but I thought, you know what, not really. I kind of like made good progress here, got the second orb, and I was actually thinking whether I should go through here, but then I decided that a more optimal way would be just to go back down. So yeah, you can go through that window, but then you have to deal with the 2 lickers there, kind of sneak around, waste a bit of time. And I just thought, you know what, I think it's better to go back down. And it turned out to be a much better decision. You could see I could just run through, run back down and go back upstairs. And yeah, it was nice and easy. When you go back up, have your Molotovs ready, but I think, yeah, it's better to have your bottle equipped because you can just sneak past these guys. But just be careful. You don't want to alert all these three and then they chase you. Even though if you do, you can recover. You can just run away as long as you're nice and quick. So yeah, aim at the corner there so that this liquor goes in that direction. Just wait, don't panic. And yeah, this liquor was a bit annoying. It was kind of didn't go where the sound was supposed to go, but it did create an opening for me and some space, and I decided to just leave. There we go, done. But if you do mess up and they do get alerted, you can rescue it. Like if you can come here and run, they'll keep chasing you. You can keep running, and then eventually they'll give up on you at some point. But if they keep chasing you, you can equip your Molotovs and kind of like turn around and shoot them. By the way, I decided to save here because I didn't want to do all of that again, but I would advise you not to save here if you can, because you can make it through this next section and save after that, and you'll see why. You just have to risk it a little bit longer. You're with Leon, you can take out the 2 zombies and a liquor, and it's just easier so that you don't have to keep replaying this part, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, I decided to save there. And yeah, we're back to Leon, where we've got very good amount of stock. We're in good shape. And yeah, let's keep going.
Containment. System
Here we go.
Surveillance failure.
Some more wreck bullets. Some more stock in this room. And now I like to equip the shotgun. There's different ways to deal with this, but yeah, just equip the shotgun, take this guy out, make sure they're dead, and execute order 66. We're back. This guy's still alive. Use the axe. He's done. Now there's a nice technique here that you can pull off. I've decided to take the scope off. If you remember, the scope was attached, and then this cough, we're going to talk about this cough, but you can see, look, if you shoot the liquor in the head like this and start aiming in a certain way, you can stun lock them.
Oh, shit.
If it doesn't work out, no problem. Be ready to parry. And yeah, they're down. There's multiple different ways you can deal with the liquor. We're armed to the teeth, so it's all good. But the stun locking technique is pretty nice. It does come with a bit of practice, but yeah, you can manipulate them to be stun locked that way. You could see there now I've got enough credits to buy the Mortal Edge. I decided to buy the Mortal Edge because we've already defeated Hank, and basically I thought, yeah, like I've got it's not cheating if I buy it now, because it should have dropped earlier for me, to be fair. And yeah, I like to equip the wreck here. This last stretch is tricky, is difficult. Come over here, 1 wreck shot in the head, done, turn around, stun lock this liquor. Stun lock this liquor with a classic. And empty your chamber out. As soon as you empty all your chamber out, get your gal and finish the liquor. So that will pretty much go every single time like that if you do it in the correct way, but sometimes it can go wrong. If you come here in this corner, you can see that once you shoot this liquor, it will always kind of jump up at you, and that parry with the Mortal Edge is quite nice, because you can execute that liquor straight away. But like I said, if it goes wrong, you've got your shotgun, you've got lots of things. Reload all your weapons. Make sure you stay on top of having fully reloaded weapons and stuff. And then this section, approach this section as I am doing. Execute order 66. And you can see there's a glitch here. Like, look, it didn't show it there, but I had to force him to go back down. And if you don't move there, by the way, if you just don't panic, just don't move. So when you execute that liquor, don't move. The other liquor won't notice you. But if you just move slightly or do something slightly, it will do it. But you can see Leon, he kind of stands up and then squats down. But you didn't see it there because I think I squatted straight away, but he does that. I was in a squatting position, and when you execute him, you're supposed to stay, you know, in a squat position, but he just stands back up. Get your classic out, shoot that guy in the head, and then try to stun lock this liquor. It didn't go to plan here, but you can stun lock this liquor. You can see it didn't go to plan here. And then he jumped up on the roof, so I had to parry him. But you can actually take this liquor out before he even jumps up on the ceiling. If you stun lock him. And then, yeah, just approach this guy, shoot him in the head. We're doing well. So the cough. I bring you guys exhibit cough. Make sure you take your time here. The reason why I'm shooting these guys inside here is just to waste time. I've got plenty of ammo. I'm not going to really use the classic for the final boss, for Gideon. So I'm just wasting time here collecting all the ammo, everything I need, so that the cough happens before I go in the room with all the liquors. Because if you go in that room and the cough comes on, I mean, there's a scripted cough anyway, but we don't want a secondary cough. It's just a nightmare. Collect everything here. You can see I'm still wasting a bit more time. And hopefully the cough will come on before we go in the room. Yeah, just take this guy out. I mean, I was messing about here a little bit. But still, sometimes we take risks. Collect everything on your way. Again, I'm just really doing this for time wasting. And you're going to see that the cough will come on, hopefully, in good time. Again, we're grabbing everything here. Again, some more wreck bullets. We have plenty of ammo, plenty of everything. There we go. So you see that time wasting was useful, was necessary, was required, because we don't want that to come on when we're in the middle of that room and all the liquors start attacking us, because then that's it, you're out of action and you're done. So equip your machine gun, go in here, and this room does require a bit of practice. It can go wrong. It can have multiple scenarios that can happen, but I found this was the best way to do it. Go this way, go around this liquor, go around these liquors, and then shoot this. Hopefully you blast them. Shoot this. Hopefully you blast them. You can see there I kind of got them in one go, but it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes they survive, so keep an eye out. You might have to parry. You might have to start shooting them. But we can deal with it anyhow. Stand over here. Make sure everything's reloaded. Get your classic out. And you can see there, that's the scripted cough. That will always happen. And just start taking them out. We do have plenty of grenades and stuff as well. I didn't really use, look, you can see I've got stacked grenades there. I didn't really use them. But yeah, I've got plenty of ammo to deal with all these guys. And my shooting with the classic wasn't on point. If it was, I could have taken them out earlier, but you can see there still. I'm armed and dangerous. It's Leon S. Kennedy. We can deal with it any way we wish. So when they all gang up on you like that, just take your shotgun out. It's the best way. Shotgun will be the solution to all your problems. I decided to go back in this room and basically like spend any extra points that I need to do any final upgrades that I need. And I could have saved here, but I decided not to because I was practicing to do longer stretches at a time. So, but yeah, feel free to save if you wish, because you do need practice against him and you don't want to keep replaying that section over and over again unless you're training for, for style points or for trying to attempt the no death, no damage run. And you could see there I'm upgrading the wreck because we're gonna be using that. I'm upgrading the gal. I'm using any extra points that I need there. I also end up buying any ammo that I need, even though I had plenty. I also buy some more wreck bullets. And I did decide to sell the classic because I just feel like the classic is too slow. Even though it was upgraded, It's up to you. I just don't use it. Make sure your mortal edge is equipped and organize all your shortcuts to where you like them to be for the weapons, and craft all the necessary stuff that you need to craft, and we're in good shape now. So with Gideon, he's really RNG based, you know. A lot of things can happen, a lot of things can go wrong. The hardest part is when he takes out his rocket launcher. If you can shoot his rocket launcher of his hand, things can go easy. But if you mess that part up, you have to continue fighting him, and it becomes much more difficult to no damage him. But it's still doable. I have done it, but it's very frustrating. So try your best to make sure that you shoot the rocket launcher out of his hand. I like to make sure the shotgun is equipped. I don't know if you noticed that I equipped the shotgun, because I like to start off with the shotgun and then I start using the rec. So I don't mind parts like this in games where you have to replay certain sections like this. I think they are fine. They're good for the lore and stuff like that. They're short, so it's not too much of a chore to redo this. But yeah, when they're dragged on, when they're like a long section and you're just pressing forward, it's a bit annoying. But little sections like this where you're just kind of coughing and moving forward or whatever, it's not too bad. So yeah, we're back to Grace for a little short section. We just go for an elevator ride and we are near the final boss of the game, Gideon. Dr. Gideon.
This is finally my chance to do something.
That's right, this is our final chance. It's our final chance to do something. And we are gonna do it, hopefully. So yeah, poor old Leon. By the way, I never get these right. Whenever I'm playing it on a first playthrough, I always make the wrong decision somehow. So I ended up getting the rubbish ending. And yeah, release Elpis is what we want to go for so we can fight him. You can not release Elpis here and just finish the game. And that's the no damage playthrough done. But we want to do it the proper way, don't we?
Okay.
We have to fight the final boss. We can't just leave it like that.
This is it.
Alright, be ready. So, we start by shooting him with the shotgun. 2 shots. Wait for him. He moves. Shoot again. Get ready. Parry. Shoot him again. If you get this parry correct for the kick, you've got time to resharpen your axe and then just go to town on him. And then get ready to parry. Again there, the kick is good because it gives you time to do this. But yeah, get your rack out now. Once we've finished with the shotgun, and start unloading, get a few wreck shots in and get those free parries in. Run away. While you're running away, always turn around and use the Resident Evil camera style and make sure that you can see what he's doing, because he will hit you. And then I don't know if he takes damage here, but I decided it looks like he might be. I'm not sure. So I decided to give him some machine gun fire. Give him 1 shot here. I know he does take damage there, but you can see after he can't take damage when he's charging up like that. And this gives you time to reload all your weapons, make sure everything's reloaded and you're in good shape. And run to the side, equip the grenade. I like to equip the stack grenade here. Throw it, get the rack out. Alright, well, you can get the rack out or the machine gun. Either way is good. And while you're running away, make sure you're ready to parry. You can see I'm always keeping an eye on him. When he does that jumping up technique, you can run forward towards him. But yeah, I ran so far away, so it worked out. But he can do that, and you can see there. Oh, there we go. And I ran out. I had both equipped, so that saved me there, you can see. But ideally, I would have wanted to do it without changing like that, but it did rescue me. You can see there, There we go. Like, that part is a bit annoying. You've got to kind of practice shooting. Try to aim at the rocket launcher itself so that he drops it. That part can go wrong. I do re-equip this because it's easier to parry, and sharpen and run to the side, so you'll be fine. It always work out like that. We've got enough stack grenades there. I decided to use one to make my life easier. I've got some more wreck bullets there to take those big blisters out, and the shotgun's pretty good here. The machine gun's pretty good here. You can use either or. Try and stay on top of sharpening your axe, so I sharpen it and move to the side. And he's down for the count. Make sure everything's reloaded. You've got a bit of time. Don't panic. Take your time. Reload everything. And then we're going to use another stack grenade to get rid of these blisters. We've got to do this one more time. And we're done. Parry, parry. Make sure you're ready to parry. I decided to resharpen my axe there. I've got another stack grenade. I decided to use it, but you can do it with shooting. Don't be too greedy. Keep watching what's happening. And those blister heads require a few shots, but with the wreck it's just one. So that's why I decided to use the wreck for that, but you can do it with your other weapons. And now sharpen and run. Whenever you sharpen, always keep an eye out and just run. Again, keep watching there. I was ready to parry, He missed me, so that's all good. There we go. Take out a blister. And the one inside, just use the machine gun for the one inside. And yeah, you don't have to be super accurate. You could just shoot through. You can see that I kind of like missed all of that, but that's fine. Parried it, and he's down again. He's down for the count. And now it's just style points. Just reloading everything. This was not really required, but yeah, I thought in case things go wrong, let's make sure we do this properly. And now we're shooting. Scripted event, and we are done. We did it. We did it, everyone. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate the support. Like, share, subscribe. Do message me in the comment section to see if you wish a more streamlined playthrough. These videos do take a long time, and I will let the main man himself say the final line.
This time, you ain't getting back up.
Fantastic. This time, you ain't getting back up. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.